okay. Let's see. You should be able to hear me now. How's the audio now? Because I'm in a different window, so I had to add the actual audio source. Just let me know if you can hear me talking now, and then we can move on. Now you can hear me? Alright, good. Because we're not in the game screen, that's why. So anyway, so as I was saying, it's always something. Can never have a clear stream. Welcome to Yoon-Fam Gaming. I'm Yoon, you're the Fame. Let's get gaming. So this is episode 42, but what I was saying is that it's going to be a little bit different than the other ones because since the holidays this week, I wanted to kind of go over our plans for the streaming this week and as well as on Christmas Day, which we are going to be streaming on Christmas Day. But I kind of want to go, thank you Isaiah for pointing that out by the way. I kind of wanted to go over this with you guys to see like what we're actually going to be playing on Christmas. Now I do have family coming over and spending the night, so we're gonna have to do the stream fairly early on Christmas. I'm thinking like 10 a.m. early, maybe 11 at the latest, just because I can't go too far into the day. Whether it's an hour or 2 hour stream, we'll figure that out when the day comes. I gotta like dress up the background and we'll make it like nice and pretty. But I did want to do a holiday theme this year, so that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about and like get your opinions on like what we should do. I was kind of thinking like let's continue SoulCalibur 3, but I wanted to like dress up the characters in like festive outfits. But unfortunately in SoulCalibur 3 you can't edit the cast characters. You can only create new souls with the Create a Soul system because it was the first game it's implemented. It was in its infancy. So I'm thinking we're gonna maybe do SoulCalibur 5. Just because of the fact that through the Cepheus store, through the DLC that I do have, there is festive outfits, like Santa outfits for the characters, and we can kind of just like dress everybody up in like a Santa outfit, and we can like kind of like just play some SoulCalibur 5 and do whatever that is, like whatever we can get to with that. Now the thing is like for those of you who actually have SoulCalibur 5, good evening, Opinion Man, happy holidays. Well, for us it's I don't know what time zone you're in, but for here it is 4:30, so it's not. I guess it's kind of technically almost evening, so yeah, that flies. For those of you that have a PlayStation 3 and a copy of SoulCalibur 5, maybe we can do some matches and play together. As long as you create characters that are like kind of festive-y, or you know, even like Krampus counts and stuff like that. I'll even allow like Terrifier, and like stuff like that, like anything that's like Gremlins, anything that's like kind of like holiday themed, John McClane, like any of that stuff, like I'm totally fine with you guys doing that. But I think that like that's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Like I wanted your feedback on that. I just like I didn't want to play something that's just like normal. So SoulCalibur 5 could be good since it has those festive creative character options. I think that would probably be the best bet, in my opinion. No, Matt, you're just in time. We had an audio issue for the first couple minutes, so we had to sort that out. But no, you're pretty good. You're on time. I was just going over my plans for Christmas with you guys. Probably an 11, maybe a 10 a.m., 11 a.m. stream, and we're going to be playing SoulCalibur 5. And we're going to be doing it with like festiveness. So like I can play by myself to start, but I'd rather if some of you guys have PS3s can actually join. Like I'll add you to my my friends list temporarily, and we'll be able to play some matches together and stuff as long as it's like festively themed. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, I don't know. It should be that sounds fun to me. Like I don't know. Like every year we do streams on Christmas and it's usually either just talking, and this year now we actually do the gameplay. Like I kind of want to do something that's like more holiday themed. Isaiah said, "Woe is Matt not being like over an hour late." Yeah, I think he got upset because I like yelled at him for it last time. So I think he just made sure to be on time this time. So we got to give credit where credit is due and give the boy some props. I did pick up this sweet new Venom shirt. Let me see if I can show you. I like it. I like it a lot. I was actually going to get another Venom shirt, and I was in line at GameStop, but because I had my $5 coupon for the Pro, and then like all their shirts are on sale for $10, so I would have got an awesome shirt, like a Todd McFarlane Venom shirt for like $5. But the line was ridiculously long, and there was one employee that was working there, and then he decided to just like take his sweet time, and then he went into the back, which you're not even, as a former GameStop employee, you're not even allowed to go in the back unless you have somebody else there to cover you, to cover the store. And he just went in the back and was there for like 15 minutes, like something like that. So I just got out of line and left. But yeah, so Matt said, I won't be able to play SoulCalibur 5. My PS3 can't read discs anymore, and plus I sent you my only copy. Yes, you did. I have it digitally also, but I wanted it physical for the physical collection. Hyperchase said, I only have SoulCalibur 5 on 360, not sure if PS3 can play with RPC S3. I'm not sure, because like we're using an actual PS3, so it's not like a mod of it or anything. Hyperchase said most likely not. Yeah, I would assume most likely not. Like, we'll figure something out. Do I still work at GameStop? No, I worked at GameStop off and on since like 2000 and I want to say like 2 or 3, but the last time I worked at GameStop was probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago. They always call me back to hire me. They wanted to hire me here too, because I'm like, I did like seasonal training, so I would go in and train all the new hires how to do everything, and like kind of oversee them so that like the district managers and managers didn't have to do anything like that. So I was in management, but I chose not to go back because for those of you that know me, I was teaching when I was in New York City. I was a school teacher. Hey, Jenna Dios. But so that's why I quit, because it was better money. And then when I moved here, I decided to start streaming full time. But my main job is the comic books. Like, that's like my main job. Like, I still teach too, but my main job is comics. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of time for much anything else these days. Like, I pretty much have to draw like 8 hours a day, like every day, to keep up, including on the holidays and stuff. I have a hard deadline that I have to meet, so we have a hard launch for the book, so I can't really veer off of my schedule too much for fear of, like, you know, making other people have to wait for the artwork and stuff. Cyberrock says, I can't wait for the new Virtual Fighter game and new Ninja Gaiden game. The new Ninja Gaiden game looks interesting. I do wish it was an actual traditional Ninja Gaiden game instead of the old vein stuff. But I'm excited for it too, don't get me wrong. As far as Virtual Fighter is concerned, Virtual Fighter has to do a lot of heavy lifting to get me interested in it, because I've purchased every single Virtual Fighter game thus far, and I've never really liked them past, like, Virtual Fighter 5, like, when it first came out, like, which was, like, what, 15 years ago at this point? Something like that. It was an insanely long time ago. But, as I was talking about in the Discord, my relationship with Virtual Fighter is tentative, because they don't really change anything throughout their games. They don't really evolve too much. The characters are very, very, very bland, just like stereotype versions of like what you would assume would be like not even a character, but just like a stereotype that they would start with. And then on top of that, it's really slow combat, and people are like, oh, it's realistic combat. I'm here to tell you, as somebody who like did martial arts for like 22 years, like, it's not realistic. It's very slow. If you try to fight somebody that slow in real life, you're gonna die. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. As far as GameStop goes, Cyberrock, I don't really have too much against the company as a whole. It's just that, like, they don't pay up to what my standard is now, so I really don't offer them any help unless, like, they're actually gonna meet my pay. In New York, I got paid a lot, but then, like, after I moved to Florida, like, the pay dropped down significantly, so I just said no. I just turned the job down. Hyperchase says, the upcoming Ninja Gaiden is mostly based off the NES trilogy. Yes, which I still own. And like Shinobi and all those original games, but I'm gonna play it on Switch. But I'm just saying, I'm not like super excited about it, because it's just like a side scroller to me. Like, I'd want like a new Ryo Hayabusa, like 3D open, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Like, I want to see what they're gonna do balls to the wall. And I know this is just a title to hold us over. It's not like really. It might be a project of love for them, but I'll have to see. I'm excited about it. I'm just saying, like, Virtua Fighter itself needs to show me a lot. They have to like prove to me that this game is going to be different. They have to prove to me that like they're really in it and their passion's there. And I'm probably not going to get it day one, to be honest. I'm probably going to wait for about a month to see like how the reviews turn out and how people that actually get the game like the game. It's going to be a lot of research for me because I've been burned too much this past year with fighting games. I was even like somewhat let down by Sparking Zero, which is like the one game I was looking forward to the most. So Tekken 8 left me with a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Mortal Kombat 1, I literally quit the game. So they have a lot to prove to me for fighting, and especially Virtua Fighter because they're usually a little bit behind the others. But not to say I don't play like Tekken anymore, because I still do, and I love that game. I was just messing around with Clive, but they have a lot to... If I'm gonna be spending like $100, like they gotta literally like prove to me that my money is like worth getting the game. El Rey says that makes 2 of us. This has not been a good year for fighting games. Tekken 8 Season 2 Anna is back. Yeah, I don't really care. Like Anna is not a character I play as, so that's fine. It's fun for the game, but it's more than just characters. It's like the fact that like they took out I just got back into Tekken 8 anyway. Yeah, it's the fact that like they took out like the Tekken Force mode, the Devil Within mode, that kind of like beat 'em up mode. Hey, what's up, Mark Penguin? Did I get the Marvel vs. Capcom collection? Not yet. I'm waiting for a sale. I think it's on sale right now, so I'm probably gonna definitely be getting it maybe this week at some point, probably after Christmas. But yeah, I definitely want to pick that up. Another reason that like I waited on the Marvel vs. Capcom collection is because like for me, I already have all those games, so it would literally just be to play with people on PS5. Because on PS3, I have the Capcom collection because they've released this kind of before as a bundle. So I have Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like I already have all those. So I can play them whenever I want. So it was never really like a pressure for me to get it, but I'm definitely going to get it, I think, this week. Oh, but what I was saying about like Tekken is like they took out the Devil Within mode or Tekken Force mode that they've had since like Tekken 3. And then when they actually introduced it as part of the story, it was so glitchy and bugged, and like you couldn't choose your characters and all that stuff. Like all my jacks were T-posing. It was just like really left a bad taste in my mouth. And then like the online hub where you meet up with people and stuff was so boring. Like you can't buy anything or do anything. It's just like there to look at. The arcade mode was basically a tutorial. There was a lot of little things. I love the gameplay, and the Tekken characters always I'm a fan of, so that's not really the issue. It's more so the whole package. For me, my favorite Tekken games are Tekken, besides Tekken Tag 1 for nostalgia reasons, Tekken 5 and Tekken 6 are like my favorite. So if you see what kind of single player stuff they offer there, then you'll understand why I wanted more out of that game. Clive Rosefield joining Tekken 8 looks cool, even though he would have fit better in SoulCalibur. Yeah, but we don't know if SoulCalibur 7 is even happening at this point or when it's going to happen, so the timeliness of that is in effect because Clive wouldn't be able to be playable in that game if it comes out in the next like 5 years because man, I'm messing up today. Final Fantasy 16 will have been like so old at that point that like it's not going to be poignant to even have him in there. And it wouldn't matter anyway because Harada gets what he wants. Like, Noctis should have been in SoulCalibur 6, but, you know, Harada wanted him, so Harada got him. That's just how it works. Tekken Ball is back. Tekken Ball is boring. It's like I played it like for like 15 minutes and I haven't touched it again since. It's boring. I'd rather have Tekken Bowling back. I don't like Tekken Ball. I'd much rather have Tekken Bowling. Speaking of, you ever think we'll see a new Marvel vs. Capcom game? I think it depends. It depends a lot on the licensing stuff. I think there's definitely a possibility, but Infinite definitely dropped the ball. But with the new mod, Dragon Ball Infinite Beyond that like Maximilian Dude, that they released on PC, it's like revitalizing that game in a big way, to the point where it's almost like a new game. So I think people are gonna see, especially studios, are gonna see like the kind of hype that's being put up just for that patch. and that's gonna reinvigorate people in order for investors to like maybe streamline another game. I'm looking forward to one. I just hope there's more single player content, because I really like the final version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 where they added like all that single player content at the end. Because in the beginning, the game was kind of basic. But yeah, that's up to Marvel when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom. Well, it's actually up to Disney now. It's not even up to Marvel, really. So like Disney owning stuff makes it a lot harder for hoops to be hurdled than they were before. Marvel has a lot less say of where their properties go. Cyberrock said Harada can use whatever characters he wants to be in, but make sure that the characters fit. I don't think he cares, like, to be honest. That's why he got like Negan from The Walking Dead in there. Negan doesn't fit in Tekken at all, but he wanted him in there and he got him in there. So I don't think like, people don't even know this, but like his job at Bandai Namco is he doesn't even work on Tekken anymore. Like, he just works on Tekken because he wants to work on Tekken as like a producer. But like his main job is like the online esports division manager. Where's SoulCalibur 3 live stream? I'm deciding whether I want to play SoulCalibur 3 tonight or not. We're still going over a lot of stuff of like what is going on this week. So if I start one right now, like when the stream ends at like 5:30, which is in like what, like 40 minutes, like we're not really gonna get many characters done. I'd much rather just talk about stuff this stream, and then like we'll pick it up on the next Yoon-Fam gaming. We may still play some today, I'm not sure. If we run out of stuff to talk about, we'll play a little bit. Hyperchase said people still forget about Gon in Tekken 3. Gon from Hunter x Hunter? If that's, I forgot about that because I don't remember. On how fighters fit in Tekken games. Yeah, it's just like, it's really up to Harada. Geese and Akuma in Tekken 7. I mean, they fit really well. Like, Geese and Akuma are both like fighting game franchise villains, so they actually fit really well. Akuma especially. Oh, Gon, the little dinosaur from that PlayStation game, right? I'm sure that was probably like some kind of license thing, because like Sony owns that property. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You're the one to control it after all. Thanks, Isaiah. I like to like give control to people in the chat a lot, but I'm also not feeling too well today. And I have a lot going on for the holiday, so like my brother literally just moved here yesterday, so I have to help him a lot. Mark said Tekken needs to find Waffle House stage that people are all clamoring for. That's so stupid. Cyrox says you're correct about Negan not fitting in Tekken 7, but funny story is that Negan actually wasn't supposed to be in that game, just like when Heihachi wasn't supposed to be in SoulCalibur 2 on PS2. Yeah, we talked about that last time. Heihachi was only in there because they had they were in talks to have Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, but it fell through last minute, and they needed to scramble to find somebody they can actually put in as a guest to match the other two guests. So they just took Heihachi because they already owned the property. Gon was from a manga series that even had an SNES game. Are you talking about that little? Is that the little red-haired caveman-looking dude? I think Gex is the one I was thinking of. That's, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to picture who you're talking about. Mark Pengren said, the last Tekken game I played was the one versus Street Fighter. Oof, that was a bad one to leave off on. That's not a great game. I was more looking forward to the Tekken versus Street Fighter than the Street Fighter cross Tekken. Because I like the Tekken gameplay better than Street Fighter. But, yeah. Spawn from Marvel Comic McFarlane. Marvel? You mean Image? Spawn's not from Marvel at all. If you think it's because like Angela is in Marvel as like like Thor's cousin now or something, that's because like they sold the rights to Angela, so Marvel bought her. But Spawn is from Image Comics. He's not from Marvel. Isaiah said, "Oh, that reminds me. Has there been any word on you trying to get Budokai Tenkaichi 3? Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to grab it. Like even the place that like the game store I go to usually has it for like $180 or something, but like they sold both their copies. So like I have it for Wii, but I'd rather have it on PS2 so that I can stream it. Like I can hook my Wii up to the stream, but I really don't want to play with the classic controller. I'd honestly rather play with the PS2 version. Even though the Wii version is better in some terms, like with the native widescreen, they cut down the animation timing for transformations. It looks better. There's a lot of bells and whistles on the Wii version that actually make it superior to the PS2 version. But I'd rather play the PS2 version just so I can pop it in my PS3 right here. It's like for ease of use, pretty much. And it'll be nice to actually have it. But no, if you guys can help me find a copy of that, that would be great. But yeah, no word on that thus far. But we will be streaming that once I get a copy of it. I know it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I was waiting for Tekken Cross Street Fighter, Genadios, because that was supposed to be the next game in the series. How cool would it be if they brought back Berserk with Guts? Well, we had in like a fighting game, because we had that Berserk Band of the Hawk game on PS4. That wasn't that long ago, and that's a great game. It's like a Musu-esque kind of game, but it's a great game. Hyper said, I seen what Gon looks like in the Discord server. Oh, you sent what Gon looks like. Okay. I'm not going to open the Discord right now, but I'll check it out later. Conan the Barbarian is on Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, I told you last time, I owned the Season Pass for Mortal Kombat 1, but the last character that I played as was Omni-Man, and then I deleted the game. So, I haven't, like, played as any of the other guests, even though I own them. Isaiah said, no fault there, it just sucks that it's so expensive, though. Yeah, and it also sucks that I've owned that game, like, multiple times throughout my life since I've had it, like, but I kept, like, getting a bunch of games, and I would sell my PS2, or somebody would, like, one of my friends would want my PS2, and I would just give it to them, and then, like, now I've got to buy everything back again, but this PS2 that I have here, my modded PS2, that we were playing on before I got the PS3, I've had that for, like, 8 or 9 years now, so that one I'm not getting rid of. But yeah, I want to track it down. We'll figure it out. Like, hopefully we'll figure it out. I was mainly asking if, like, anybody in the Discord had it and would be willing to donate it or sell it or something, or trade for it. Like, yeah, like, that's why I was asking on Discord. Like, we'll figure it out. We'll find it. Genedio said after Ghostface. Yeah, it doesn't help that, like, I'm not a fan of Scream. I think Scream is, like, my least favorite of the slashers, so, like, I didn't really care about Ghostface. It's nothing really too scary about, like, two teenage dudes. Sabrock says, since I play MK1, I no longer play MK11. I play MK11 still, but it's mainly because of the guest characters like Spawn and Terminator and stuff like that. Because that game's not too high on my priority list either. But, like, if I do play a Mortal Kombat game, I play that. Maybe I'll re-download MK1 when I get, like, the PS5 Pro, like, next month. But for now, it's, like, not going back on my system. Isaiah said, but I'm getting close to buying Sparking Zero. I know you recommended the Ultimate Edition, but I'm not sure because the game's been out for a while, honestly. I mean, I recently just got it physical also, so, like, I have it digital and physical now, but I still recommend it if you can find it. I would go on Facebook Marketplace, because people are selling the game on Facebook Marketplace. I've seen it as low as, like, $40. And also check around GameStop about the, some kind of sales, because they have a lot of sales going on right now. So maybe you could just pick it up when it's a reduced price instead of, like, paying full price for it. Matt said, I think Art the Clown would be perfect guest character for Mortal Kombat. I think so too. I would love Art the Clown. He would probably be, like, really fun to use too, because he's so, like, versatile of a character in his own movies. Like, you can even incorporate, like, teleports and stuff like that, so I think that would be great. It shouldn't be hard either to obtain the rights for that, because, like, Damien Leone is not, like, that well known enough that the characters, like, I mean, it was huge since 3. Terrifier 2 really made it blow up, but hopefully that'll be a cool guest character to get in the future. Hopefully it's not in this game, it's the next Mortal Kombat game, because they are working on another Mortal Kombat game already. I think this is the last season for Mortal Kombat, if I remember correctly. They're not making any more DLC, they're actually just working on the next Mortal Kombat game. So MK1's lifespan is limited as it already is so yeah, I don't know, but yeah, so like I said, we'll probably be here at 10 a.m. I want to say on Christmas, on Wednesday, So if you guys can RSVP that, I'm gonna post a link to it in the Discord probably after today's stream, and then just go and do the normal stuff, like pre-like the video and stuff, and then we'll be here. I think 10 a.m. is what I'm gunning for. It might be 11, but I think I'm gunning for 10. Stormfur said it would be pretty easy to get them the rights, I imagine, because Damien is pretty open to having art show up in various forms of media. Yeah, I think so too. And I think it would really help the game too. But hopefully, like, they actually use him well, like, because they can screw him up too, and I'm just hoping that they don't. Cyberrock said, like I said, a Deadpool cannot be bought digitally in PlayStation or Xbox stores, but at least digital scratch-off codes work. Yeah, they're limited though, so you gotta be careful with that. I have Deadpool digitally. Jinadio said Yoshimitsu is a human alien, blah 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 blah. I don't know where that's coming from, that's just random. What's up, Shad? How you doing, bud? Shad the Mod God. Yeah, you're not missing much. We're just going over the schedule for this week. Oh, so that reminds me. So there's going to be no stream tomorrow because I have a lot of preparation to do for Wednesday. And then Wednesday, the stream is probably going to be 10 a.m. Like I'm going to set it for 10 a.m. and it may change to 11, but we'll see where that goes. But I'm going to do it for 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for whatever time zone you're in right now, it's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So just approximate based on what your time zone is to show up. If you can. If you can't, I understand, because it's like a holiday and you're going to be with family and whatnot. So, also, I just picked up Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks on PS2. So I may have like my brother come over or somebody like that. Maybe have a guest to come over on stream, and we'll stream that co-op together. And we'll probably do the same thing for Marvel Ultimate Alliance, because I don't want to play it by myself. It's kind of boring by yourself. But as far as the rest of the week goes, I doubt we're going to have any streams after the holiday until, Saturday. But Saturday may be a video this week. So we may be taking a break after the holiday, just so I can, like, take care of family stuff and do holiday stuff until Monday. So that's the plan anyway. They can change. If you don't know, the Discord gives you all the information you need. So if you just hop on the description box and click to the Discord, like, I update everyone there all the time. Genadios, man, you really gotta put together some cogent thoughts. It's you're kind of like all over the place with your comments today. You gotta stick to a topic. Okay, Giannis? Stick to a topic, please. But yeah, so does anybody have any questions about the streaming, like about this week, or what we're gonna do on oh, I don't know if I told, like, I'll say it again for the people that weren't in, because there was only a few people in at the top of the hour. We're probably gonna be playing SoulCalibur 5 on Christmas, just because I have the DLC for that game, and one of the DLCs for the Cepheus store is the Santa outfits, like the festive outfits. So we're gonna dress up all the characters in like holiday outfits. And if you have SoulCalibur 5, I'll add you on PlayStation and we'll play some matches together online. If not, I'll just do like story arcades or stuff like that, or like the random card battles, whatever. We'll do like something like that if nobody can actually join to play against me, but we'll come to that as it is. We'll just set that up on Discord. So, like, again, if you're not already in it, just hop on the Discord. But is there any questions about the streams for this week, or what we're doing on Christmas, or anything like that? Yeah, I'm not bringing my PS5 in here to hook it up, Genadios. Like, anything PS3 and below we can play. I don't feel like unhooking my PlayStation 3 and I mean my PS5 and bringing it all the way in here and hooking it up just so we can stream Tekken. I think we already have them too on. I don't know. I'm kind of glad SoulCalibur Lost Souls is no longer available. Yeah, it's just kind of sad because, like, Lost Swords is, like, in my digital download list, so when I was, like, downloading stuff for the Office PS3, like, I saw it, and it was, like, kind of, like, just like that Tekken game that he did was like Revolution or something like that. Like I had fun playing it for what it was, but it's just I just hate having something there that I can't play. So after Christmas stream, you won't be back until Monday. That's the plan. The day after Christmas is going to be definitely a no-show because my brother is going to still be here. He's sleeping over, and I'm honestly going to have a huge hangover, so there's, like, no way that I'm going to, like, want to stream. That's going to be, like, a soup and, like, water day. And then, tentatively, the rest of the week, there is a possibility, because, you know, that's, Thursday is, like, literally the day we finish Yoon-Fam Gaming, so there's usually not a stream on Friday, and Saturday is usually either a video or a stream. So I guess we can return Saturday for a stream if I don't come up with an idea for a video. So that's that. Unless you have more questions, I'm happy and willing to answer them. Hyperchase said, that is the only SoulCalibur game that I didn't play, mostly because I don't have a PS3. Yeah, you should track down a PS3 just for completionism, I guess, for it. Like, you don't, like, the Slims are pretty cheap. If you go on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, you can find a PS3 Slim for like less than $100. Isaiah said, no judgment here. Family members are pretty important after all. Well, my brother is like, it's through, my grandfather adopted him, so like at like 15, so he's not like my blood brother, but like we lived together for like almost 10 years, taking care of my grandpa, so like we're super close. And since I got married, we moved away, and I haven't lived close to him in 15 years, and he just moved like 10 minutes away from me, which was the plan, yesterday. He just got here yesterday, so I really got to help him. Have you had any ideas for videos lately? Not really. Like, I thought about maybe making some Bleach videos for Rebirth of Souls. It might be fun if we stream Soul Resurrection, if you want to do that, but I don't know. I haven't really thought too much into it. Maybe I'll make a Demon Slayer like wish list video or something. Maybe. I have 2 PlayStation 2s, Fat, and a PS3 Slim, and a PSP 3000. I'm trying to get a PSP right now. I actually have on Facebook Marketplace a retro. I hate saying retro. A Toshiba CRT. Great for old games, that actually has a built-in DVD and VCR player, and both of them work, and it also has a memory card slot for like 3 different types of memory cards, and I have it up there to trade for a PSP because I need to get a new PSP so I can complete my my Dragon Ball collection. Mark Pengrin said SoulCalibur 2 on GameCube is still my favorite because of Link. Yeah, they reused his assets for like the thief fighting style in SoulCalibur 3, but yeah, I have it too. I liked it. I mained the Xbox version at that time though because of Spawn. Like, cause I'm not gonna like not play a Spawn. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do like the GameCube version as well. I can still play it because I can play GameCube games still. Because my Wii is the 1000 series, so I can actually play GameCube games on it. Hyperchase said YouTube now has a strange feature that gives out ideas. It's not that I can come up with an idea. Like, my wife always makes fun of me because when I'm going to make a video, I'll get out of the shower and she'll laugh because I'll have no idea. What's up, Mike? I'll have no idea like what I'm going to make a video on, and I'll sit down and just start talking, and then I'll come up with a video. It's more like I've been focusing on Yoon-Fam Gaming, so it's like I've been putting a lot of energy and time into this instead of like coming up with video ideas. And also there's not really many games that are coming out that's like newsworthy for me to talk about that I'm like really interested in. Like, I could do Bleach Rebirth of Souls stuff, but I'm not even 100% confident about that game yet. And then like My Hero Academia, not My Hero Academia, I just watched the movie yesterday, sorry. The Hinokami Chronicles 2, I don't know when that's coming out. Like, that might be too far. Necrid appears all versions of SoulCalibur 2 because Tom McFarlane created Necrid for the Soul series. He didn't create it for the Soul series, he created him in collaboration with the Soul series for them to use in 2. Necrid hasn't returned yet because Tom McFarlane still owns the rights to Necrid. Mark Pengrid said, do you have a Neo Geo Pocket Color? Great for fighting games because of the click stick. I do not. The only handhelds I have right now is I have a 3DS XL, and I think that's it. That's my only handheld right now, besides the Switch, if you count that. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a PSP again. I want to get back into handhelds. Jinadu said, hey, Hachi, Link, and Spawn are destined battle or Raphael. Raphael sucks, I don't care. Do I have video blocks? What do you mean, Mike? Like my... What do you mean video blocks? Just expand on that so I can answer your question, because I'm not too 100% sure about what you're talking about. Do you think that Hinokana Chronicles 2 would release possibly slightly before the Infinity Castle movie? Possibly, but kind of most of me hopes it doesn't, just because I want, like, as much to be in the game as possible, because I felt like Hinokana Chronicles 1 was a little light, especially on launch. I want 2 to be, like, packed. Probably meeting writer's block. No, I don't have writer's block. I can come up with a bullshit video, but I just don't think I care way more about quality these days than like just talking about something that like nobody's gonna care about and like nobody's gonna watch. Surfer said, I don't even know if Todd even remembers creating that crit. He probably doesn't, to be honest. As like writer's block. No. Yeah, I don't have writer's block. I can come up with a video idea right now. It's just like whether I want to talk about it or whether I think you guys will care about it. Making a video just for video's sake is it's kind of like weak sauce, and I'm trying not to do that anymore. I want to make quality content that like people are actually that I would even want to watch back. So yeah, it basically is like I just want to give you guys quality instead of just like coming up with some kind of bullshit idea just to make a video. I'm not really down for that. And like I said, it's more so the fact that like nothing's really coming out that like I care to make videos on, you know? I get the feeling that they're going to save Infinity Castle stuff for a third game, kind of like what they did with the War Arc and Storm 3. Yeah, you're probably right, but I kind of... They could probably just end it with Hinokana Chronicles 2 and just make it like as buffed up as possible, you know? I know CZ2 probably... It's not even they're not the ones that are... It's Bandai Namco's decision, but... A 3 wouldn't even come out until like the PS6. So, that's going to be like so far down the road. Michael Garcia said, I wish Necrod would come back as a character for at least one more game. Like we were talking about, you'd have to get Todd McFarlane to okay that, and I don't even know if he remembers the character. And I believe the only reason that he created that character in the first place, if I remember correctly, it was something about like, he wanted Spawn in there, and like he created him pretty much as like a way to get like Spawn in there or something, because I think he wanted to make a comic or something like that. I don't remember 100%. But yeah, I wish he would at least come back as like a similar fighting style, I guess, that you can use. Isaiah says, realistically, I kind of want Hinokani Chronicles 2 to release before the first movie, given how things are like... Before the first movie? You mean the second movie? Because we already had Mugen Train. Given how things are, I think the movie will release October 2025, maybe. It could very well release before Infinity Castle. Or they can wait, put it in the game, and use the popularity of the theatrical release to boost the sales for Hinokani Chronicles 2. Because that's what they did with Hinokani Chronicles 1. They kind of had the Mugen Train arc in there as just like an extra thing at the end, and it really boosts the sales. I don't know. Like, I honestly want the game before then also, because I think it's too long to wait for a game. But I'm going to start making content on that, for sure. Like, I feel like if I did talk about anything, it would be probably... I just don't want to cover stuff that's already been talked about so much, like Mai Shiranui coming to Street Fighter and stuff like that. It's like been beat to death. No, I mean Infinity Castle trilogy is what I was referring to. That's what I meant by the first movie. My apologies. I didn't know they're actually making a trilogy of movies. Is that like confirmed, or is that just like something you're basing off of it not being a part of the saga but being a movie instead? What is up, Uranian? I think that Apprentice's moveset from SoulCalibur 4 could have come back as a moveset for Ninja from Taki's clan with reverse hand grip swords and ninja magic. Yeah, I could have definitely seen that. I think it's more so they couldn't have it closely represented because of The Force Unleashed 2 was coming out. It was probably something to do with that. Like, probably some kind of, like, licensing. And that was, like, Lucas. Like, now that Disney owns it, like, forget about it. I have a Necron mask that I made for Halloween. That's cool. I used to have the figures for SoulCalibur 2. No, it's confirmed by, UFO Table, or UFO, I don't know how to pronounce that. And obviously movies will be released at different times, just not sure when. Are they doing it alongside of expanding on that in the series, like they did with Mugen Train, or are they just doing theatrical releases and like splitting it up into movies? Because that's interesting, but like I kind of like how much time we have with it when it's actually part of the show. I don't know. I think that yeah, I don't know. My opinion doesn't matter on that, but like if I did make a video this weekend that's an actual just video and not a stream, like what would it be on? It's just interesting because I'm not really playing much right now. Honestly, it would probably be about Bleach. I was a little let down by the most recent Bleach trailer. I feel like they did Shinji kind of wrong, but everything else looks kind of good. I'm not sure how like sold I am on the gameplay yet, but once I get my hands on it, I'm sure that like I'll probably like it more, or I won't. That's how those things go. Any other questions for us, guys, before we head off for the day? I don't have a tree here because like I got rid of it when I moved out of New York, so when I decorate the background, it might be similar to like last year where I just put up some like I forget what that stuff's called, like the shiny stuff. Not tinsel, but the other shiny stuff that goes around a tree. I'll probably put some candy canes up and stuff, and I'll probably wear like a Santa hat or something like that. I'm hoping for an Orihime playable character slot. Please give me a playable Orihime. Do you think she would work in this type of game though, for like the way that they have it? Because she doesn't fight too much except for like with like her hairpin things. But I would love, yeah, Garland, thank you. But I would love Orihime in the game in some way. Isaiah says, so it's confirmed for 2025. We'll probably show Zenitsu fight in the first movie. Yay, my least favorite Demon Slayer character. Yeah, I always forget Garland for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe we'll put some candy canes up. Maybe we'll, I would say I'll have a couple beers on stream with you guys, but if we're streaming at like 10 a.m., I'm not drinking at 10 a.m. Like, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. One Piece Gold is available for what? Isn't that the movie? Isaiah said, no fault. I hate how he always whines like a baby all the time. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, obviously I like when he's serious, and it is cool juxtaposition when, like, he's goofy and, like, just, like, a pervert, and then, like, he goes crazy good when he's, like, asleep. I do like that part of his character, but I think they really overplay, like, how annoying he is. And I know he's meant to be annoying, so we're meant to, like, feel that way, but I would like some more character redeeming qualities about him to show through so I can actually attach myself to the character as opposed to just, like, being annoyed whenever he's on screen. That's probably more on me, though, than on them, because, like, they're telling the story how they want to tell it, right? Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. We're talking about Cyber. Tekken Bloodline, I think I have that. I think that came with Tekken Hybrid for PS3. Oh, which I have, so we can actually play Tekken Tag 1, because I have Tekken Hybrid. Slaughterfire said he's my least favorite also, by far, in fact. The best part about the Swordsmith Village arc is that he wasn't in it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because, you know, even, like, What's-His-Face can be annoying also. I can't believe I forgot his name. I'm, like, having such a brain fart today. The Boarhead mask guy. Why the hell can I not get his name? Like, I can't think of it. It's insane. I literally just watched Demon Slayer like a couple days ago too. Inosuke, but Inosuke is annoying too, but he's also in a different way annoying than Zenitsu. Zenitsu is just like pathetic and like really whiny, when Inosuke is just like, what is my favorite arc in Demon Slayer? I think I'd have to say the Entertainment District arc, just because I really, really, really like Daki and her brother, and I like their story. But I'm enjoying the Hashira training arc so far. Orihime could definitely use her shields offensively and let me use a defensive or counter-based unit. She's been my favorite character since the Soul Society Invasion arc. I like Orihime. I liked her a little bit less when they revealed Ichigo's mom, because she kind of just seems like a cloned version of Ichigo's mom, which is a little upsetting. I kind of wish they made Ichigo's mom like different from Orihime, because Ichigo's already a lot like his dad. So the fact that like Ishin, so the fact that they have like them pairing, it's almost in like Naruto-esque territory where like the moms and the kids always get with the same moms and the same kids. Like they just keep on like making little versions of themselves. I like it more when they have characters that are like different from who they actually are. I would say so far my favorite character arc was the Swordsmith Village arc. I like the Swordsmith Village arc. I like the drum demon, but I didn't like the other stuff. You know, like there were some parts of it that like I liked a lot, and then some parts I felt like were just like I guess boring. I really liked the puppet version when they fought that first puppet based on the legendary swordsman or whatever. Like that was really cool. Daki is my favorite character in all of Demon Slayer, so the fact that like she took up so much time in the Entertainment District arc made me like really like that arc the best, probably. Isaiah said it's a toss-up between Entertainment District arc and Swordsmith Village arc. I can get behind that for sure. Yeah, I would like to see Orihime definitely playable in Rebirth of Souls also. Was she even playable in Soul Resurrection? I don't know if she was. I'm trying to remember like a Bleach game where she was actually playable. But like you're totally right, she could be counter-based and be like a defensive like counter unit. And she can activate like a special ability like when she goes into her emergency mode where she can like heal herself. I could definitely see like her working like well. I'm just surprised they screwed up Shinji as much as they did. Like that makes me a little bit worried about that. She wasn't. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I want to see her playable too. Like I like Orihime. Hopefully, if we get some kind of like 1000 Year Blood War content, we can get her playable because she looks really nice in a 1000 Year Blood War arc. But Isaiah said, I know Swordsmith has that upper rank with the Vase who got bodied by Muichiro. Yeah, I don't like him. Like that's like the one that I don't like. Like he's like annoying. That like he kind of brought down the arc for me, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we end the stream? Technically we got 5 minutes left. Any questions that you have or anything like that, like just let me know, because it's stuff we usually don't get to talk about when we're playing. And are you guys going to be here on Wednesday at 10 or 11? Are you guys going to be here? Like who's planning on showing up for the Christmas stream, even if you're just stopping by? Be nice if I can get like a decent head count so I know whether it's gonna be worth it or not. Not that I know of. Muzan doesn't like him either because he didn't replace him for the final fight against the Demon Slayer. There's only 5 upper ranks for the Infinity Castle. Well, I'm glad. Who you mean, the Vase Demon? Yeah, I don't like the Vase Demon. Or Vase Demon. El Rey said, I'll try my best to stop by. I appreciate it. Uranian said, I don't know, bro. It might be, depends on when I wake up. Mark Pengrin said, I will stop by. Santa emoji. Thank you, Ice Pick. I can always count on you. Always. Except for when we're arguing about movie tastes on the Haunted Pizza like movie podcast. Even though we often end up agreeing more than disagreeing. It's the 2 Marks heads colliding, I guess. Well, 3 on that podcast, because Mark Polton. Devilman anime 1970s. The 1970s Devilman I wasn't really a huge fan of, but I do like the 90s stuff, like Amon, the Death of Devilman movie. That movie is legit. Isaiah said, I should be here, and Gyokyu is the demon's name. I don't care about that guy's name. I don't want to know. He doesn't deserve a name. Vase Demon is his name. Uranian said, my day's off work. It's a coin flip with what time I'll be awake. Slurfer said, to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for Christmas, but I'll definitely try and swing by. I think it's just going to determine whether we do a 1-hour stream or a 2-hour stream. Like, if there's enough people here, if we have like 15 people at least, like watching consecutively, like concurrent viewers, then like I'll probably go 2 hours. But it also depends on what time my brother's planning on stopping by. But usually, when he comes by, he doesn't really want to come by until like noon or 1 o'clock. So, well, he's dead anyway. He's negated. Oh, he's negated. I had my wishful thinking in there. Freudian slip, Isaiah. I don't like him. He's corny. Oh, just like that in Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War arc. I don't know if you guys saw that weirdo, I forget his name, the one with like the long neck and the bird face that like pretty much like mimicked all the transformations of Aizen. What's up, Daniel Ramsey? How you doing, bud? I hated that design. That character is so whack. Like, I did not like him at all. Look at me show my age over here saying whack. Nobody says whack anymore. Well, he's dead, so it's negated anyway. Okay, so it wasn't a Freudian slip. I did read that properly the first time. You can never tell. See, Giannis, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when you just say Tekken motion picture anime, what does that mean? Like, you're not saying a question or a statement, you're just naming something. Like, you have to be more, like, cogent than that. You have to actually put together a thought. I'm not asking you to come up with, like, a syllogism, but, like, at least have a thought, please. Like, it's really hard to read and breaks up the chat when, like, it's just, like, you just state something. Like, it's weird. I don't know. Isaiah said, but regarding demons, my favorite are Rui and Daki, especially Rui with the design of his threads. I like Rui a lot, but you know what I like better than Rui? Rui's mom. I'm a big fan of Spider Mom. Isaiah said, hey, I say whack at times, and I say that and people call me old. It's because we are old, Isaiah. And you just literally did it again. You give me a cogent thought, Giannis. Don't actually give me, like, more detail in, like, your statement. It's not, like, what I'm asking for. I'm asking for a question or something like that, or a statement. Like, not, like, Tekken motion picture 1997 movie anime. That sounds like hashtags for, like, an Instagram post. That's not like a cogent thought. Daniel said, I'm doing great, just sleepy. Yeah, same here, brother, same here. I'm glad, thank you for stopping by, Daniel, I appreciate it. By the way, guys, obligatory one time during the stream. If you haven't already liked the stream, can you please go do so now? That would be much appreciated if you can like the stream and possibly share it on whatever other platforms that you're on. But yeah, I think we're pretty much set for... I don't think there's any confusion or anything like that. Like, everyone seems to be pretty good on what's going on this week. So, we're probably, I want to say, going to end it here. I didn't even play the intro. Wow, you know what we could do? We could play the intro as the outro. Like, I already did the... Well, we're on the sub thing right now, so, like, we can't play the Lonnie Manila clip. Yeah, I appreciate it, Daniel. But maybe we'll just go out with the intro then. That sounds good to me. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope I see you guys on the Christmas stream. If I do not, and you guys can't stop by, thank you for stopping by to this, and I hope you guys have a great holiday. Whether or not you spend it with me is up to you, but I hope you enjoy it and enjoy time with your family or whoever you're choosing to spend it with, chosen family, whatever. And I will possibly see you, if I don't see you on Wednesday, possibly Saturday. It just depends on if I want to make a video or I want to do a stream, but I'm leaning towards stream. But YouTube doesn't like it when like I don't make videos. I make videos like once a month when I used to make them like every day. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk about it on the Discord. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. It was awesome having you here. Appreciate it. Please drop a like, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.